Hello, my name is Thankyou and this is Excalibur Books. So I am doing a reading vlog and it's going to be a reading challenge vlog, which I'm really excited for, and I'm going to be pulling books out of my TBR jar. So I have like a normal TBR jar with the names of books in, and I have a jar with like challenges in. So I'm going to alternate between the two for my next few books. And so I've already recorded the clip of me picking my first book out because I was going to include it in my Hey and Why video, but I ran out of time and that video is long already. So my next clip of me picking out the jar, it's going to sound like it's from a different vlog. It's going to sound like I'm going to Hey and Why, which I'm not. That's already been and done. This is in the future. So it might be a bit mishmashed, but we're just gonna roll with it because this is what I've got at the moment. I can't pull the book out the jar again. I hope you enjoy this challenge, and if it goes well, which I hope it does, I'll be making more like challenge vlogs. It's quite difficult me because I'm a set TBR person. I have my set TBR out. So I've picked my TBR out for April. So hopefully what we pull out the jars can let me pick from those. But cut to past Danielle picking out her book out the jar. So I am gonna pick my next book now, and this next book I am picking it out my TBR jar. So this has every title of book written on a piece of paper that I own, more or less. I think there's a couple old books that I've not put in, but I'm not sure what they are, but mostly everything. Let's open this jar. It is getting so full. I do own over 200 unread books at the minute. I don't have room for any more, but I'm still buying more books every week, and no doubt I've brought more in Hey and Why, which you would have already seen. I don't know if I dropped one. Okay, I get so nervous to do this. I don't know whether to do it from the bottom or the top. My hand's too big for the jar and it gets stuck. This one. I can't read what that says. Oh, had like a hole on my Kindle. I do need to start reading more KU books, so that is actually perfect. How perfect is that for travelling as well? That's one of my Kindle ones. Let's try and get a... Oh, I need to charge this as well because it says 4%. Let's have a look what it's about because I have no idea. As usual. It says, when you bury your past, make sure that it's dead. In the mid-90s, grunge and flannel are fading as the Spice Girls and Hot Topic conquer the malls. Cherry gloss glistens on the lips of the youth. In a fog-drenched cove at the edge of New England, something terrible awakens when a fisherman reels in a gruesome catch the remains of a young woman. I don't want to read any more into that, but I'm excited. Oh, 71 chapters. How many pages is this? 382 pages, so it's not that bad. Okay, I need to charge my Kindle because it's on 1%. I've been wanting to read that for ages, so I am looking forward to that one. So I'm just at the allotment, so sorry if it's really windy. I hope you can hear me. But I thought I'd give an update for Head Like a Hole. I think that's what it's called. I'm reading it on my Kindle because it's on Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, I think I'm about 100 pages in now. And basically it started off with this guy has a podcast about, it seems to be about like true crime and stuff, and he's a journalist and he goes like investigating crimes, and he's gone to this lady's house to ask about something that we're not sure what happened, but he's gone to ask about something that happened while she was at college. And then it goes back in time to that time frame, and we're following quite a lot of people so far. So what happens is this man goes out fishing, and he pulls up this like dead body of this girl, but it's like a head and like I think it says like the top of her torso or something, and it's sort of talking to him, and her name's Oksana. And then we go to the woman from the start who's interviewing this podcast man, and she's talking about something that happened in the past about this Oksana, and then we go to a different group of friends who's all talking about this girl, but we don't know what happened, obviously. I would say so far I'm finding it a bit like just okay. I think we're following too many people. I like slow stories, but in this case I think I just want to get on and find out what happened and why this body's in the water and why it can talk to people and stuff. But it just seems to be jumping from all the different people talking about, oh, something happened at college, or we don't want to talk about it, and I'm getting a bit tired of that. And this book is about 400 pages long, so I'm just a bit wary of how much of that we're gonna get. If it picks up, I could like it, but at the minute I'm only 100 pages in, but at the minute it's feeling like just a 3-star middle of the road sort of rating. But yeah, I'll get on to reading some more and hopefully it picks up a bit. So I finished Head Like a Hole a few hours ago, and I ended up rating it a 2.5 star, so a middle rating. I don't really have that much to say on it, which is why the rating is what it is. I wouldn't say it was bad, but I wouldn't say it was good either. I thought it was too long for what it was, because it's almost 400 pages, which is on the longer side for a horror, I would say, from what I've read before. I don't want to spoil anything. So we find out the reason that this body's in the water and why it's sentient and talking and stuff, but I feel like the imagery with this body doesn't match up with the explanation of why it's like that. And I can't say what's making this body like it is, because it's spoiling it, but they don't match up. At the end of the book we go back to the podcast guy interviewing the main character, and I don't know what happened there. It went all weird. I really didn't know what was going on. And I don't think he meant, well, I hope you're not meant to, because, or maybe I just didn't get it. I don't know. I like weird books, but not when they're just so strange that you don't know what's going on. For example, Bunny. I didn't get what was going on by the end of that book, and I hated that book. It got quite action heavy towards the end. I know books kind of have to have these action bits. I'm not a action lover. I prefer slow plots. I did really like the horror imagery around the sea creatures kind of stuff. I thought that was really interesting, but I would have liked that more. I would have liked that to be more intense. So that's over with. We've got the first book down. Not the best rating, but not the worst. Sometimes I find when you've got mid books, it's hard to talk about them, because if you got a book that you hated, you can say all the things that you hate about it, and then if you got a book that you love, you got all the stuff you love about it. But if it's just middle, what do you say? It weren't good, it weren't bad. The writing was okay, and that's it. I'm not gonna think about it again. I don't think I've seen this author's come out with another book now. I don't think I'm gonna give it a try unless I see some amazing reviews about it. But anyway, I got this jar this time which has challenge prompts in it, so not book titles. So let's pick a challenge out the challenge jar. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get to Daisy Darker because I've got to take that back to the library. So hopefully we'll get a prompt that will let me squeeze that one in. Hopefully. That is a long prompt. Next letter in the alphabet from your last read. H. I. I. What book begins with I? BRB, I'm going to see if I can find anything. So I've been looking for ages and I can't find a book that begins with the letter I. I found one, but it was Into the Drowning Deep and I've already read that. So I think I'll just pull another one out. It'd be great if we picked out the one that said anything. Birthday gift. I'll have to have a look on my Instagram post on what books I got for my birthday. But yeah, I'll come back with the book I picked. So I just got back from work and I didn't even tell you what book I picked. It was last night that I picked my book out, but I started it this morning and I finished it on my lunch break at work. And that was because it's Mimi's Tale of Terrors by Hirokatsu Kiara and Ichiro Nakayama, with the artwork by Junji Ito. Yeah, I got this for my birthday in September and I thought it'll be a quick one, so I picked it. Obviously, because these are like short stories, there were some that I liked more than others. First of all, I gave this a 3.5 stars, so it's lower than I usually rate my horror mangas. Well, I've only read stuff by Junji Ito, and obviously this one, the story's not by Junji Ito, he just did the artwork, so I don't know if that's why. But the first story is literally 3 pages long, so I can't tell you anything about that one because that will be a spoiler. There are some really good stories in here. I liked The Woman Next Door, which is one of the first ones. Didn't like the next one at all, which was what brought the rating down, but that's like for personal reasons. I think because I have read lots of Junji Ito books, I know, like I keep saying, he's not the author of these ones, but I thought they'd be similar. They are similar in a way, but Junji Ito's go more extreme and more, it's not extreme horror, but you know what I mean, it goes in more and it's more disgusting and weird, and this one just wasn't. Like, it was just a bit eerie. I expected to love this one a lot more than I did. My favourite story was probably Grave Placement. Oh, there was a bonus story called Monster Proposal, which I quite liked. Another manga down. I am going to take a short break from this vlog to read that library book, because I do need to get it back to the library, and then I'll be back to pick another book. It is the end of the day, that's why the lighting's a bit rubbish, but the think I said in my last clip that I'm pausing the vlog and to read Daisy Darker and then to come back, but instead of waiting and picking another book out, I've decided to just include Daisy Darker in this vlog. I've made it 120 pages in so far. Quite enjoying it, which is good. Recently I found that I've not been enjoying mystery thrillers as much as I used to. I used to literally just read fantasy and mystery thrillers and that's it. But I think I read so many that they're all getting a bit samey. They all seem like to have the same plot and everything. So yeah, I took a big break off them. I don't read them that often now. And when I do read them, I do usually get them from the library. I am quite enjoying it. I am getting a bit annoyed, like Daisy Darkers keeps going, oh, I've got this big secret that I don't know if I should tell everyone. Oh, I've got this big secret that nobody knows. So that's a bit annoying, but I'm just like finding it funny, like it's not bothering my reading experience. Yeah, so far I've been writing my thoughts down in a notebook because I find that now I'm saying my reviews out loud, I forget what is happening and what I'm thinking. Basically the setup was just that it's their grandma's birthday, her 80th birthday, and she's invited the whole family to her house in, I think it's Cornwall, but it's like out on an island and the tide comes over at night, so like once you're there for the night you can't come back because like the walkway gets like overflowed with the sea. She's invited, we've got Daisy Darker, her mum, her dad, her two sisters and her niece coming to the house for grandma's 80th birthday because her grandma, a fortune teller, told her that she won't see her 80th birthday, so she's like, oh, like I invite everyone over for the last time because like I might die. Like no one thinks she's actually gonna die, it's just like a fortune teller's thing. And basically no one gets on and no one's really been together in the same room for a long time. So it's just they're looking back on their difficult relationships. We're getting some flashbacks and I'm really liking that one, our main character is 29, so it's not like the younger age that we usually follow in mystery thrillers, and it's set in I think it's 2004, so it's not set in this date, it's not set in like, well, it's set in modern day, but it's set like 20 years ago, which I actually really like because it brings like stuff back from my childhood, like those playing the snake game on a Nokia phone, so that's quite a fun setting. And yeah, so basically they're at this house, one of them ends up being killed. It's basically a locked room murder mystery, which is one of my favourite ones. It's given like And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I feel like that's basically what it's based on. But yeah, this is the first mystery that has kept me intrigued, like I really want to know who is the murderer. There's also one person there that's not a member of the family, and that's someone called Connor, who's like grew up with them but he's not related to them. We're going to the car boot tomorrow morning, so I won't get much reading done in the morning, but I'll probably try and fit an hour in when I come back. I think this will be the last book I'll probably put in this vlog, and then we'll get on to another vlog after that. I will carry on reading and see if I need to update you during the book or if I'll just update you when I'm finished. I'm here to wrap up this vlog. I am in my greenhouse at the minute because we're at the allotment. So sorry if you can hear noise in the background. I have finished Daisy Darker. I forgot to bring the book with me. I'll put it on the screen. I put it through Corpile last night and it come out at a 4-star. I actually really enjoyed this book, which is great because like I said earlier, I've not been enjoying thrillers recently. The big twist at the end I didn't see coming. The murderer behind the murder, because basically, I don't know if I said earlier, they're all at this house and they get them murdered off one by one, like Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. So the murderer behind the murders, I guessed who it was. I think that was pretty obvious, but I didn't guess the motivations behind it, if that makes sense. Because the twist at the end, that was quite crazy. I never thought the reasoning would be like that. It's quite hard to talk about because obviously you can't spoil anything. I kept forgetting to write in my little review notebook. I really liked the family dynamics. I liked all the characters. You're not really meant to like the sisters, but I quite like unlikable characters. I think my favourite character was I think they call her, I can't remember if they call her Nana or Grandma. I really liked her. I had to go back and read a few scenes because it's one of them plot twists where you like doubting what you've read, so I had to go back and like look at everything, like the conversations that they had with each other to see if it was right. I was sure that I read it different, and I was thinking, oh, is this like a mistake that the author's made? But no, I went back and you just don't realise until after the plot twist. I gave that 4 stars, got to take that back to the library. To wrap up this vlog, the first book we read, what was it? Was it Head Like a Hole? Yes, so the first one, it was Head Like a Hole. I think I gave that 2.5 stars. And then we read Mimi's Tales of Terror, which I think I gave a 3.5. And then Daisy Darker, which I gave a 4. Jar picked out some not the best reads, not the best ratings, but my next one I'm hoping to do like a mood reading vlog, so hopefully we'll get some 5 stars in that one. But I hope you liked my first reading vlog, and I'll see you next time. Bye.